Hey everyone, Loaded Buggy here, back with another Call of Duty commentary. This time got some Black Ops 1 for you. Gonna be using the Commando here on Jungle. And Jungle's the type of map where, it's kind of 50-50 for me. Sometimes whenever I play it, I have a great time, and other times it's just a camp fest and it's absolutely miserable. But this was not one of those instances where it was miserable. This was just a really, really exciting game. There was some camping on the part of the opponent, but I managed to navigate just fine and put up a pretty good score. So I think you guys are going to enjoy this gameplay. I had a lot of fun playing this match. It was a good time. I just kind of wanted to make this video because it's about 11:40 at night, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm not really much of a late night kind of guy. And although 11:40, depending on who you ask, is not particularly late at night, but for me, being more of an early bird type, 11:40 is a little bit on the later side. I don't usually like to stay up this late, but every once in a while, on the weekends, take some extra time, stay up a little bit later, and just allow myself to, recover from the stresses and the chaos of the work week, and just do something that I enjoy. And in this instance, it happens to be making a Black Ops commentary. But I wanted to make this video because someone actually left a comment on one of my other videos, the nostalgia video I made a while back. And the comment I'll put on screen for you as well. But it simply said, "Create more memories." And that comment really stood out to me because I think it's like the perfect advice for someone who is really struggling with nostalgia and getting stuck in the past. Maybe they don't have a scenario or they're not in a scenario in their current day life that is all that enjoyable or all that positive, and they find themselves continuously looking to the past to kind of numb the pain or put a band-aid on the previous or the modern day hurt. And I think creating more memories is a great solution to that. And although it may not be the end-all be-all solution, I think it is a great solution on how to move forward. And I think for me, whenever I think about creating more memories, it's one of those things that in the moment you can look at something little like what we're doing here. We're watching these Call of Duty commentaries or making these Call of Duty commentaries, trying to connect with our past selves or just kind of relive a little bit of what we had back then, and we didn't realize how important those things were to us at that time. It was a pretty small thing. It's literally just a video game. It's not a big deal. But as we're looking back and as we get older, it tends to be a little bit of a bigger deal than we thought it was in the moment. And that's what I think creating more memories is. And I think we often latch on to things of our childhood because it's far simpler times and far easier to connect to due to it being simpler. But I think it's also important to be able to romanticize recent memories as well. And I think that kind of ties into creating more memories. You may not have the perfect situation in your life right now, but I think there's still opportunity to find something positive out of your life. I know whenever I was about 16 years old, and I became pretty severely depressed, and all I ever did was sit in my room, play video games, watch movies, watch YouTube, and just eat and wallow in my own self-pity. And it's kind of a bizarre thing for me now looking back, because I just continued to put band-aids on my hurt rather than face it head on. And after I finally got out of that depressive state of mine, I found myself having a great time with very minor things in life. I found a way to enjoy the little things in life, and I continued to make more great memories that were fresh. They were new, they were exciting, and that could be just going to a restaurant with my friends, or going to the movie theater by myself, like just little things like that. Finding appreciation and finding memories, enjoyable things to latch onto that aren't just pure nostalgia that will take you away from what your modern day life is. I think that's a cool thing too. I think recency is a valuable thing, even though you're constantly living in a state of the present, but you're also always living in a state of the past at the same time, because every second that escapes us is in the past. So everything everything that's in the current is also in the past at the same time when you really think about it. Or at least that's how I kind of perceive things. But I think it is really important to make a conscious effort to try to just create more memories, find things to do, find people to see, reconnect with old friends or connect with your current friends, spend time with whoever that loved one is, and just find ways to create more memories rather than just, latching on to the things of the past repeatedly. I think nostalgia is a very powerful thing, and it's a very important thing to be able to utilize. But like I said, I don't think it's a good thing to use as a crutch or as a band-aid if you are having a problem moving on from things. So that was just kind of one of the things that, or one of the trains of thought that I had once I saw that comment, because there's so many like different things that connect to nostalgia, and so many sequels to that video I could make, different topics that are relative to the feeling of nostalgia. But that was one that just had popped out to me because someone had left that comment, and I thought it connected perfectly to that video. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because I thought it was another valuable piece of quote-unquote wisdom, if you will, that I could possibly impart upon my viewership, and hopefully it was of some value to you. I just thought it was an interesting comment. So I would just encourage you to, for those of you who are having issues moving on and are constantly stuck in a state of nostalgia, to not allow it to be your crutch, not allow it to be your band-aid, but to go out of your way, as uncomfortable as it could possibly be, to go out of your way to try to make new memories. Try to find something new, something fresh that is just as positive and just as meaningful as those simpler times were for us back in the day, playing these old games or the old movies we used to watch. And that's not to say that indulging in nostalgia is necessarily a super unhealthy thing. I don't think making it a blanket, it's unhealthy or it is healthy. I don't think making a blanket statement on something like that is okay, because I do think that enjoying things of our past and living in a state of nostalgia is a perfectly healthy thing, and it can be a very positive thing, and it can also be a very healing thing. But it's just as important to find a way to create new memories and live in the present, because the present is where you are now. You can't go back. There is no way to go back. Time travel does not exist yet, and you'll never feel those exact same feelings that you felt back then. But you are living now, you have value now, and there's things you can do to enjoy your life in the present that is a very positive thing too. Hopefully all that yapping actually makes some sense at the end of this commentary. I hope it actually connects in a way that is relatable to you, and I hope it brings some value to you as well. So if you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more from me, please consider subscribing, leaving a like on this video, and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have ideas of things you'd like for me to talk about, then leave those down below as well. Thanks everyone. Bye now.